Swansea PDI test route 2. So I'm in the car with a PDI, I'm showing a test route 2, and we are now going to continue. I'm going to demonstrate scaling and scanning ahead today to assist this PDI, and I'm also going to talk about commentary driving. So the discussions that we had earlier on, I'm now going to demonstrate how to do this test route.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yes.
Cool. The test route is following road signs. We will be following road signs and road markings plus my voice, or what would be the voice of the examiner. At the roundabout ahead, I'd like you to take the first exit left, and then turning right at the traffic lights. So it's clear ahead. Check my mirrors, move out slightly to go around the parked cars. I'm approaching with caution, I don't know the area. So I check my mirrors, the signal, I'm going to get into the right hand lane to turn left and then turn right. There's nothing coming around the roundabout, my exit is clear, and I'm going to continue following the road ahead. Gentle braking for the car, slowing down, check the mirror, I can see the information above my head, I'm about to come into a 40 mile an hour zone. Mirrors are signal to turn right. I'm going onto a dual carriageway, left hand lane, normal driving. So I've got my position, I'm going to check my mirrors as I accelerate for overtaking traffic, and I'm going to accelerate. I'm scanning ahead, I'm looking for junctions, moving traffic coming out of the roads, etc, etc. I'm also looking a little bit closer now to make sure that I've got the appropriate speed and that there's no immediate danger. So that's scaling ahead, and then scanning closer and seeing everything in between. There's no other information that I need at the minute. I just need to sit in the left-hand lane for normal driving. There's no requirement to move out, overtake, or anything like that, okay?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm doing now. I'm scaling ahead, so I'm looking at the vanishing point as far as I can, and I'm also looking closer at the information. And as I go past each sign, I'm checking it off mentally in my head. So click, 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 yeah?
Right, yeah.
Now there's cruise control with this vehicle.
Yeah.
So I'm about to put the cruise control on, alright? If you have that sort of thing yourself in your own vehicle, I would recommend on this type of a thing for eco driving that you would use it. It takes away the element as well of having to worry about your speed.
Yeah. So
So this road is a 40 mile an hour road, and I'm going to set it at just under 40 mile an hour, and now I can relax. So again, I'm going to scale ahead. I can see there's a junction coming up. It says slow on the floor. There's a car coming out the junction. The car's moved into the highway. I'm not particularly going fast enough to catch it. I'm checking my mirrors now to see what's developing around and behind me. And we're going to continue. So those are the type of things that I'm continuing to do all the time. Even if I don't voice that continually, I need you to understand that I am constantly checking for my surroundings, my bubble that we spoke about earlier. Other road users that may come into that bubble, whether I go towards them or they come towards me, and I'm constantly re-evaluating what's developing. So I can see the car's braking, check the mirror, and I gently brake. So I'm reacting to the car as opposed to the lights, even though I have seen the traffic lights are on red. I can see the parked car, someone's climbing out of it, check the mirror, I'm just going to drop to gear 3, just to try and keep the car moving now, so that I don't come to an abrupt stop. The lights have turned green. I'm down to 18, so I'm going to go to second gear. I'm just going to check my mirrors, and off I go. And when the predominant mirror checks are your centre mirror and your right mirror. Okay? If I was sitting in an alternate lane where I was sitting in the middle lane, I'll be checking all 3 mirrors. Okay? So I'm looking for how the reduction of my speed affects traffic behind, how the increasing of speed affects traffic to the side of me for overtaking. So I'm approaching with caution just in case they turn. Remembering green is not your friend. It can turn at any second. Once I'm out the other side, accelerate back up to 40, maintaining a 2-second gap from the vehicle in front at all times. It's a safe braking distance. It's a dry day now. It has been raining. The roads could be a little bit greasy. So as experienced drivers, we're always aware of those things. We're going to move over to following road signs now. Okay, cool. I'd like you to initially follow signs for Cardiff and M4. Yep, cool. Right. So I'm scaling ahead now. There's traffic lights. You can see the big sign. Cardiff M4, 1, 2, 3, third junction ahead. I've got that information. Multiple lanes in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to check my mirrors, back off on the gas a little. 2 outside lanes, Cardiff and M4, I've got it. Left hand of those 2 lanes is normal driving. So I'm now in lane 2, it's going into 4 lanes. I'm going to be in lane 3 and it's written on the floor as well. And that's all I've been doing is slowly decreasing my speed, checking my mirrors while that's going on. Further braking here, I'm down to 20 mile an hour, clutch goes in, second gear, raise the clutch and away to go. I'm going to stay between my lines, I'm not going to worry. Look ahead, make sure the lights are favourable so I can enter the roundabout. It's painted on the floor again. The lights have turned ahead, clutch in, tyres and tarmac, check the mirrors and continue. I leave the car ahead just to build its speed. As the gap increases, off I go. There's a garage by here, I can see the entrance. Check the sign across the road for Cardiff and M4 and I continue. 50 mile an hour ahead, check the mirrors and off I go. Now I can see the Cardiff and Port Talbot is coming up here and M4, and it's at this point they'll enter. Now I'd like you to follow signs for M4 West, M4 Carmarthen. So now we're looking for different information.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing about 45. I got information to look out for. I'm doing about 46, 47. I don't want to close the gap in front of me. I don't want to start overtaking because I'm looking for information. Okay?
There is an onus, isn't there, on keeping the traffic moving and being close to the upper, the speed limit.
I am. I'm doing 48, 40, 47,
So that's
48.
about where you'd want to be.
Yep.
A couple of, under.
So there we are. Carmarthen, M4 and the big sign there. Pointing straight ahead. You can see the road indicators straight ahead. So I'm just going to stay in this lane now. And then I can cross off that that's my exit because there it says, look, M4 Cardiff.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go that way. If we look further ahead, we can see it. M4 Carmarthen. It's there, it's painted on the sign ahead of us, yeah?
Yeah.
We are keeping up.
Okay.
If I was doing about 42 through there, I'd be frustrating people. I was doing 47, 48.
Okay.
It was good. And I was looking for information, so I was slowing down slightly to give myself time.
Yeah.
So I'm just starting to back off now. There's another sign coming up. I'm checking my mirrors. I'm going to go to third gear. Alright, so I'm looking for M4 West. I still haven't got the information yet. Now I've got it. Now I'm going to check my mirrors and signal. Hopefully by the time you come back to your part 2, you'll know where you're going a little bit better,
Yeah.
alright? M4 West painted on the floor as well. We got a green light. There's your sign as well for Carmarthen.
Yeah.
Going to build your speed. Quick check to make sure nothing's run the lights, and off you go. Yeah?
Yeah.
In answer to your question, keeping up to speed.
Yeah.
What speed are you keeping up to? Is it the other road users? Are they pushing you? Or are you satisfactorily travelling at an appropriate speed for yourself? So you've got control and you've got position. So I'm doing about 50 through here,
Yeah.
even though we've gone through a 70 mile an hour sign. Lots of twists and turns, etc., etc. But I've got really good control of the vehicle. If I look ahead now, I can see that 2 lanes turns into 3 lanes, turns into 4 lanes and all of that, right? If I look ahead, I can see Carmarthen are the 2 outside lanes. Quick check of the mirror, signal, centre mirror, right mirror, building my speed, use the area to build your speed, again check it's safe, and then start really getting up to speed now. So you're increasing your speed now up to about 70 miles an hour. You're in the lane now to go towards Carmarthen. It's safe to build the speed. There's nothing in front of me telling me that I need to reduce my speed. There's no kick traffic, we're not catching traffic, anything like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Once we get up to 70 mile an hour, put the cruise control on, and you would be expected to get up to speed where it's safe to get up to speed.
Okay.
Okay? Now we've passed the slip road, so we know there's another slip road coming down the other side, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We're checking our mirrors now, we're looking for an escape lane, just in case something comes down this slip road.
Yeah.
There's nothing, cars are coming. Mirrors, signal, it's safe to move out, I'm going to move out, and I'm going to maintain my speed.
Okay.
Now I'm catching the grey car in front, and I'm catching a white van. Point is coming back across, I'm catching the vehicles, and I really am catching them at a rate of knots. Now I'm aware that the car might suddenly pull out, so I'm always conscious of that as well, yeah? As it goes, he hasn't, and I've maintained my speed. I'm doing 70 mile an hour, that's a nice long sweeping bend. Okay?
Yeah.
So, as I pass the vehicle, I see the vehicle, signal, check the mirrors again, count to 2, come back across, checking the road ahead as well, cancel. There's a junction coming up, junction 44. We're continuing to follow signs for Carmarthen.
Yeah.
We've got countdown markers. Yeah?
Yeah.
We've got great big signs telling us, and even from here, we can see Carmarthen is straight ahead, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
So we just go for Carmarthen, that's the last instruction we received. We haven't received any other further information, yes?
Yeah.
So there's no queuing traffic on the slip road, there's no hazards, catching a black car, mirrors, signal, mirrors again, make sure it's safe, maintaining the speed, and off I go. Cancel signal, and I'm in the outside lane. And again, I stayed on the cruise control because I'm scanning ahead
Yeah.
early enough.
Okay.
Can you see what I mean by scanning now? Yes?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm scanning now. It's not the car here. I'm looking further ahead, but I'm also looking close. So I'm constantly going back and forth with my vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm checking the cars to the side just in case they pop out. And all of that. Following signs for Swansea North. There it is. Check the mirrors, signal. Mirrors again, move across. So we know now that the next exit is Swansea North, and that is going to be our exit. That was 1 mile away from the junction, so we know there's plenty of time to start preparing. We're looking ahead now. Now I'm catching the vehicles, and I'm within a mile of the junction, so I'm going to come off the cruise at this stage now, and I'm going to start slowing the car down to the speed of traffic as they approach a junction. And I'm going to be mindful of still keeping my 2-second rule. If it was busier, traffic would be filling that gap all the time. If that was the case, I'd just be backing off a little bit. Okay? But I'm maintaining a nice 2-second gap. We can see the countdown markers now. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Easing off a little bit more, checking the mirrors. Countdown 3. Mirrors, signal. Countdown 2. Mirrors. Countdown 1. Mirrors. I'm slowing down because the traffic in front. As you come to the junction, mirrors and move. Following signs for Pontardawe. I can see it.
Yeah.
It's the right-hand lane. Check the mirror. I don't know why this gentleman is doing what he's doing as he moves around me. He tried everything then to go around me, but that's okay. I can see my mirrors. I'm gently braking. It's painted on the floor. Key down. Slowing down. Designated lane. Going to go to 3rd gear. Lights are green. Check the mirror again. Now I'm going to look for Pontardawe on the sign ahead. I can see it. It's painted on the floor. Now I want you to follow signs for Clydach. It's the same as the Pontardawe. So I'm just going to brake, check my mirrors, and I'm going to leave my tyres on tarmac. I'm going to select 1st gear in preparation. The lights may change soon. They were already on red when I got here, as opposed to make safe.
Okay.
So I have got an eager beaver behind.
Yeah.
Find the bite, a little bit of gas, let the gap build. So I'm going to increase my braking distance now in case I need to slow down over a longer period of time. I'm looking now for Clydach. I can see it, it's out, but I'm not going to cross lanes and lines. I'm just going to go into the lane. There's 3 lanes. There's Clydach. There's my information. It's painted on the floor as well. Yep. Easing off the gas. I'm slowing down progressively because of the gentleman behind who is very eager to push me along. And I'm constantly keeping an eye on him now while also looking for what's developing in front as well. But I'm not leaving him push me.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned about him. I'm aware he's there. He's going to do one or two things. He's either going to sit there or he's going to go round me.
Yeah.
If he goes round me, I'm just going to ease off, let him get on with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to leave him bother me. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Cool. Find the bite, introduce the gas, check it's safe, using your mirrors. 3, 2, 1, and release. There we go. Okay, I'm going to follow my voice for a short period of time now, please. I'm going to follow my voice for a short period of time. So 20 mile an hour zone, just coming into it, pointless accelerate. I'm going to hold the vehicle at about 20 mile an hour. I'd like you to take the next available turn on the left. Okay, so I'm looking for turns now. There it is, mirrors, centre and left, signal, gentle braking. That's a walk-in junction, so I can do that in second gear. I'm scaling the road ahead to see if there's any vehicles, parked cars and all of that now. So I'm just in second gear coming up here, nice and gentle. So double parked cars every now, checking my mirrors. So now my concentration is really rising now because there might be cars coming to meet me, so I'm looking for gaps to move into.
Yeah.
Can they move into a gap? All of those type of things that we know to do as experienced drivers.
Yeah.
Doors flinging open, dogs, cats, all of that.
Yeah.
Those dangers we should be aware of. So we're constantly aware of that.
Okay.
We've got a sign there warning us of a sharp, or a bend in the road rather, I beg your pardon. I just noticed a sharp bend. So I'm just going to slow down, can't see around the corner. I'm going to go to first gear, check the mirrors. Yeah, and because of the nature of this bend, as you can see now, if a large vehicle comes down there, he's probably going to swing to the other side of the road, okay?
Yeah.
There we are. So we're going to continue now up this road. And if we scale ahead now, look, we can see it's a dead end.
Yeah.
Can you see the sign all the way up there?
Yeah.
But not only that, we got the parked cars, we got the junctions, we got all of that, yeah?
Okay.
All right, so we're constantly taking in this information, checking the mirrors, making sure it's safe to move out. Doing about 16, 17 mile an hour in a 20, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't been given any direction, and I'd like you to take the next available turn on the right. Mirrors, signal, position. Ease off a little, go down to first, park cars. So I'm probably going to have to cross to the other side of the road. I'm going to check now to see that it's safe, and I'm going to have to cut the corner because of the parked cars.
Yeah.
But I'm explaining that out loud,
Yeah.
so the examiner is aware of why you've done what you've done, and he knows you've done your checks and all of that, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
Can you see how this commentary driving works?
I really can. I just hope I can do it.
Well, we got to get you there, right? Okay? But how does it reassure you? You can feel, yeah?
Oh, it is great. You know exactly what's going on all the time.
We're going to turn right at the end of the road. So we check the mirrors, we can see the end of the road, we're going to signal, we're going to position the vehicle, we're going to get to the end of the road. It's a closed junction, I can't see. And I'm going to set myself up. So I'm going to go into first gear, find the bite, turn the wheel a little bit, check it's safe, release the brake, introduce the gas, lean forward a little so I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. And I got parked cars, so again I'm going to move out slightly to the other side of the road, change to second gear, and we're going to go down here. Now these are the areas that they may ask you to pull into the side of the road, move off again, pull into the side of the road, move off again.
Yeah.
Hill starts.
Yeah.
Uphill, downhill, parallel parking. Practice all of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uphill, downhill, everything.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Might even bring you into areas like this, into the emergency stop. Don't know.
Okay. I didn't get one of those, and I didn't get parallel parking. I got
Bay parking.
going into a car parking space
Yes.
and coming after one.
Yep. And we'll go back into that car park now. This is your test route, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I
Yep.
took a few wrong turns on mine, but
That's all right. So we've got mini roundabout ahead. Yeah?
Mhm.
We know it's a mini roundabout because we can see the floor markings,
Yeah.
even if the sign is hidden behind the tree. So even though we can't see the sign, we can see that. At the mini roundabout, I would like you to proceed ahead, and at the next roundabout, I want you to take the second exit right. So that's all I've done now is slowed down, gone to first gear. There's queuing traffic in front of me, so my exit isn't clear. So I'm going to wait here. Now I've got traffic to my right. So what I'm doing now is I'm seeing if my traffic to the right is safe for me to go, but I'm also keeping an eye on potential queuing traffic ahead of me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be safe for me to continue. Clear there, and I'm going to proceed. Now I don't need a signal to leave a mini roundabout. But now I need to get into the correct lane, which is the right lane. So mirrors, signal. You can see how slow I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm acting now as if I've never been here before and I don't know the area, even though I live up the road. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mirrors and signal. towards the left. 2 lanes. Left lane, normal driving. But now there's 3 lanes. Following signs for Swansea, please. Look at that. 2 lanes for Swansea, left-hand lane, normal driving, but it's the middle lane. The information is clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even if you had to count now what exits, like, whoa, my head's gone, I'm fried, just follow the road markings. That's all you need to do. Mirrors, gentle braking, and there we go. Now I'm moving at a reasonable pace. A little bit slower than normal.
Yeah.
Not really holding anyone up. Yeah? But I'm gathering information. Because if I tried to do this at speed now and I've never been here before, yeah, that would be somewhat problematic. Other things might go wrong. Yeah?
But isn't doing it faster part of the advanced part of the driving test? Like, aren't we supposed to be doing it faster?
There's keeping up with traffic.
Yeah.
And there's keeping up with traffic safely.
Okay.
Would it be safe just to keep going fast and missing information and then crossing lanes and lines and creating a problem for yourself in other areas?
No.
Yeah. Yeah?
Okay.
So there's a balance.
Yeah.
I mean, coming up there at 10 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour would have been inappropriate. Coming up there at 30 mile an hour was appropriate. Mirrors, yeah?
Yeah.
And once you got your information, you can put your toe down and get on with it. But you've got to get that information. So we can see now the 2 outside lanes of Swansea is painted on the floor. And as you can see, I'm going just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But I'm doing 25 mile an hour there, even though it says 40. 25 mile an hour was plenty, wasn't it?
It was.
Because there's traffic lights and everything.
Yeah.
So the sign is not a target, it's a limit. Yeah? And this is something we've got to get used to as well, yeah? Like now it's going a little bit faster and the road's starting to open up. Yeah? I'm doing 28 there to get control around the bend, and now I'm going to give it a little bit. Now I got to back off because the car pulling in front of me, checking the mirrors, and then when it's safe and I got my 2-second gap, I get on with it. So I'm constantly reevaluating things. Following signs for Swansea Vale. There it is. You can see it.
Yeah.
Mirrors, signal. Yeah?
Yeah.
Check your mirror again, move across. So we're following signs now for Swansea Vale. Cancel the signal. Swansea Vale. First exit left. Quick check the mirrors. Type the signal yet? Can't see the roundabout. Now I can see the roundabout. Mirrors, signal. Easing off the gas, gentle braking. My vision is obscured with trees. I've made a decision that I'm going to wait at the line. It's a closed junction. As I get a little bit closer, yeah, I can now see, and it's safe, and off I go. Swansea Vale is signposted there, and it's 30 mile an hour. Nice big dual carriage like it's doing 30 mile an hour. Wow, I must be holding the traffic up. No, I'm not. I'm doing the speed limit. There's the repeater. Yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm travelling at an appropriate speed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? So you see there's a roundabout. Nothing said. Nothing said. Straight ahead. Mirrors, brake, gear down. Get my position. Is it safe? Check twice. Done. Got my control. And off I go. Move into voice for a short period of time, please. I'd like you to turn right at the next roundabout. Right at the next roundabout. You can see the roundabout, you can see the signs. Right hand lane. Mirrors, signal. Mirrors again, and move. There's nothing telling me to stay in the left hand lane to turn right. Now I can see the road markings. Mirrors, signal, gentle braking. Down the gear, get my position. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Time to check 3 times. So we're looking back and forth for position and whether there's a safe gap. 1, 2, mirrors, signal, mirrors again, keep an eye on the van, gas out. We don't gas in, we don't gas on, we gas out. We need that control, we need that time to be able to gather that information. You know, have I done anything that's made you feel unsafe?
No.
Have I held people up? Have you heard a horn? Have you seen flashing lights?
No.
So a lot of it is myth, a lot of it is drilled into us that we've done something that we shouldn't have done, etc., and all of that, yeah?
Yeah.
Doing 30 mile an hour. I'm scaling, I'm scanning ahead, yeah? Now, once I've turned into Asda's, I'm going to pause the video, but I'm going to carry out the route, and then you're going to see us coming back out, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Following voice, at the roundabout, second exit. At the roundabout, second exit right. Okay, I've got my command, checking my mirrors, easing off the gas. I can see the lanes, signal, right hand lane for turning right, gentle braking, gear down. Got my position, check if it's safe. It's not, I've decided to stop. Select first gear, find the bite, reapply the signal, check it's safe. There's cars coming round from my right. There's a safe gap there, and off I go. Change the gear immediately. Centre and left mirror, left signal, junction 1, junction 2, or exit 1, exit 2. At the roundabout, I'd like you to take the first exit left. Mirrors, signal, ease off, gentle braking, second gear. Is it safe? Yes. Off I go. Look where I'm going. Job done. At the roundabout, third exit. Okay, mirrors, signal, third exit right. There we are. Second gear approach. Is it safe? Yes. Reapply the signal. There's one, there's two, leaving at the next. Mirrors, signal, and we leave. And I'm going to pause the video there. At the roundabout, I'd like you to turn left, first exit. We're back online now. Mirrors, signal, check it's safe, and continue. At the next roundabout, I'd like you to take the third exit right. I can see the roundabout, mirrors, signal, position. I'm doing about 18 mile an hour. It's 20 mile an hour zone. Can't quite see, so I'm going to go down to first gear. There's a car, there's another car indicating, and his intention is clear. There we are. So there's junction 1, junction 2 in front of me. Still in first gear, keep it tight. And at the next roundabout, mirrors and signal, I'd like you to turn right again. There we are. Mirrors, signal, second exit right. We're in the right lane. Very few signs to assist. Where's that van going? I'm not sure. Yeah, and there's a gap there. Okay, great. When you leave the roundabout, I'd like you to leave in the right-hand lane. Mirrors, signal, leaving in the right-hand lane. At the roundabout, follow signs for city centre. Back to following signs, please. City centre. Yeah, got it. Mirrors, signal, right-hand lane, turns right and goes ahead. Checking it's safe, and there's a safe gap, and off I go. And I'm going to go to third gear. And now we're in a 30 mile an hour zone. So there's one, there's two, third exit right, mirrors, signal, mirrors again, and check the mirrors as you move as well. City centre is signposted there, we've got our information. We continue, 30 mile an hour painted on the floor, we've got further information. Lights, any aliens? No aliens, fantastic. Lights are probably going to stay green. Never assume they do, green is not your friend. Scaling ahead, I can see the sign, further ahead, queuing and braking traffic. Checking my mirrors, I'm starting to ease off already. I'm not going to fly up to it and then slam on the brakes. I'm starting to plan, I can see what's developing and happening, yes?
Okay, yeah.
We go to first gear, got a nice safe gap. The car behind has left a nice safe gap as well. I've already seen where city centre is on the previous sign, so I've got that information, told myself where I'm going. It's too early to be signalling yet, I'm too far away from the roundabout, yeah? So I am now primarily concentrating on what's developing directly in front of me while keeping that nice safe gap, yeah?
Yeah.
As I get a little bit closer, just like the car in front, mirrors, signal, because of the speed I'm travelling, yeah?
Yeah.
So my speed is reduced, so I leave things a little bit later. Check it's safe, final check, off I go. And there it is, the city centre. We got a slip road, fantastic. 50 mile an hour, let's build our speed. So we need to hit the carriageway at the speed of the vehicles. There's no queue in traffic, they should be travelling at 50. Mirrors, signal. I'm up to 45, excuse me. Check the mirrors again. Look at the road ahead. Final check. Glance through the window, make sure it's safe. And I've joined the carriageway at 43 mile an hour. Braking, castle signal, city centre is signposted there. Didn't quite see what exit that was. I'm braking now for the traffic, checking my mirrors. I'm going to look for further information now that will tell me where the city centre is as I get a little bit closer. So I'm going to stay in the left lane because I'm unsure. Okay, so there's no further information. Didn't quite catch where I was going then. Alright, so I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to breathe, relax. Okay, so I'm in the left lane. That doesn't tell me city centre. And there it is, city centre. I'm just going to travel around the roundabout in control, position, back to 50, let's go. But I'm not going to panic. back in safely? Probably not, so I'm just going to increase the gap, check the cars behind. I'm doing 47, 45. Yeah, I'm toying with the idea of overtaking him. City centre, the 2 outside lanes. Can I get around him safely? I'm questioning it. Yeah. Okay, cars, check the mirrors, gentle braking just in case they turn. Point of no return, I'm going. Yeah? And I'm continuing to follow signs of city centre. Now I've increased my speed now. Again, I'm catching that car. I don't really know the road ahead. I'm not holding anyone up. I'm not panicking. I'm doing about 46. I'm looking for information. There's a roundabout coming up. There's traffic lights. City centre. First exit. I've got the information. Check the mirrors. Ease off the gas. This lane is ahead only. Great. So I'm just going to stick with this. 40 mile an hour zone. Staying in my lane, not cutting lanes and lines. I'm going to build my speed. At the roundabout, I'd like you to follow the road ahead from the right hand lane. Mirrors, signal. Mirrors again. Check it's safe, and I'm going to gradually move out. Now I want you to pick up signs for Harvard. There it is, second exit, and it's according to the sign to the right. But look at the lane markings; it says straight ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just ease off the gas, check the brakes, check the mirrors. I'm in the right lane, so I'm going to stay in the right lane. No signal. Looking ahead, there's Harvard. Mirrors, signal. Check my mirrors again, and I'm going to move across. I've slowed down now to about 15 mile an hour. I'm looking for the information. I've got it. Mirrors, signal. There I go. Great. Required to go down to 15 mile an hour. I needed all that time to be able to look for the information. I had a car in front of me. I didn't want to catch it. I didn't want to pressurize it. Nothing. Gentle braking. Check the mirrors, and there we go. How safe have you felt?
Yeah, safe. Very safe.
Yeah? Have I held anyone up?
Nope.
The times that I've reduced my speed, do you feel they've been warranted to look for that information?
Yeah.
I know the area, I know where everything is. I could probably do it a little bit quicker, but would I be under control? Would I be safe? Check the mirrors. You're always asking yourself that question. 20 mile an hour zone, new road, new mirrors, new signs. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's there. So learner in front, so I'm just going to give them a little bit of respect. I'm just going to back off a little, give them a little bit of respect. Yes, slow the car down behind, not a problem. Following voice for a short period of time, please. I'd like you to turn right at the traffic lights. Here we are, mirrors, signal, check the mirror again, move. At the lights, you've said. Where's the turning? Where's the turn? Ah, scale ahead, I can see it. It's the other side of the lights. That's where the scaling comes in, gathering information, yeah? Check the mirrors, centre of lane, gentle braking. Going to go to first, really tight bend. Park cars, nothing coming towards me, it's safe. Get control of position, and I'm going to increase my speed when it's safe to do so. Again, they may ask you to move in, move off, move in, move off in these sort of areas, yeah? Okay? Don't forget, check the road ahead, check it's safe. If you get flustered, and you start becoming overwhelmed, just pull in. Take a break.
Really?
Yeah, really. Because when you become flustered and overwhelmed, that's when the mistakes will start happening. As long as you pull into the side of the road and keep yourself safe, have a breath, take a drink of water on board, whatever. I mean, if you think about it naturally, right? If you were driving, and you've been driving now for some years, right?
Yeah.
If you became overwhelmed, even back home on roads you know, and you thought, oh, I just need to have a bit of a break, you'd pull in, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference on a driving assessment? Ultimately, you've got someone else's life in your hands.
Just doesn't seem like you should be allowed to do that.
Well, who said you're not allowed to? Don't tell me. The internet. Some fella last in Tinting, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Why can't you do it? I don't know, somebody told me you can't. Who told you? I don't know. Look at the information. Yeah, it's there. Can we see? No, it's closed junction. check it's safe, off you go. Designated lane, signs telling me, do I need a signal? Was anybody there? Was I helping anyone? I didn't think I was. Yeah? We're going to continue following the road ahead. Okay? Now from here, they can go 3 different ways. They can either go right, turn left, straight ahead, which is, and then they can go up that hill as well. So have a look at those on Google Maps and everything else. For the purpose of this, I'm going to follow what I was given by another PDI on this route, and this was the direction they travelled. Okay? Yeah. So everybody's out on test, following test routes. You're on potential test routes. Yeah. We're now back in towards the city centre, and we're now following the test routes and everything. Yeah. Now I haven't demonstrated any of the manoeuvres, pulling over to the side of the road, moving off at an angle on a hill, any of that. Those are all things that you now need to go away and practice. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to do that as part of when you get in the car and you do this test route. Yeah. Okay. Look at the dangers here. I'm doing 18 mile an hour. Look at it. Yeah. Shops, parked cars, bus stop, narrowing, junction, crossroads, staggered crossroads, bin men, green lights. It's all there, isn't it? Yeah. Your brain can't cope. There we are. Gentle braking. That car's decided to make me slow down because he's more important. Did you see the crest on the front of the car saying he's more important? Did you see that? Yeah? He's allowed on my side of the road. I have to wait for him. Yeah? You know, bet you didn't see the crest, did you?
I didn't see the crest.
Did you see the invisible crest?
No, I missed it.
Nothing said, straight ahead. You're looking for, you know, information. Stay in the left-hand lane. If you're not sure, stay in the left-hand lane. And then if it's the wrong lane, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. It's as simple as that. Yeah. But go the wrong way correctly. What on earth is this gentleman and dog doing? That's not very nice of that dog to take that gentleman across the road, is it? You'd think the dog had more common sense than that, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I bet the dog does have more common sense.
Yeah. So all the information is there. 30 mile an hour. We're now two-way traffic. Yeah. All of that. It's continued. It's on the flow all the time. At this stage, they might be asking you to follow signs again. Yeah, following signs for park and ride. Then they'll say follow signs for ship and docks and all of that. Look, I don't know. There's a numerous and an abundance of stuff that they could do. All right. Yeah. Just listen, repeat, scale ahead. If you're unsure, say, can you repeat that command, please? I'm not sure. Yeah. If you miss a sign, as long as road markings and road signs don't tell you otherwise, just follow the road ahead. Just common sense things. What would you do? Yeah? Whereas if you suddenly go, oh, there's a sign, slam on the brake and turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, I made at least 2 wrong turns and I didn't get marked down on them or anything. Because, you know, it was fine what I was doing and I have no choice.
Correct. And that is fundamentally important. Yeah? Yeah. And when you come to the point where you are then educating people, right, fire engine coming towards me, it's not the problem for me. Check the mirrors and I'm going to build my speed just in case he wanted to come across my path. Yeah. Following signs for ship and docks now. There it is, black silhouette. Yeah. So again, we're looking now. Yeah. Looking ahead. Nice big sign coming up. Middle lane. Yeah. We're not crossing lanes and lines. Quick check in the mirror because it's a change of direction, but there's no signal required. Gentle braking, checking your mirrors. And clutch goes into roll, and we're going to keep tyres and tarmac. Oh, traffic started moving off the brake, clutch up. All 3 lanes is painted on the floor, go in the same direction. Signal's not required, but I'm going to check my mirrors. I've got cars on either side of me now. I'm showing safety. I've got control of my speed, so I've got position because I'm looking at the floor marker. I'm not holding anyone up, I'm maintaining a nice, safe gap. So there's a reason to go slow. There's a reason. Things are developing in front of me, yes? Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Ship and docks. Can you see the way the signs are together and the other signs are apart? Yeah. So that is in this lane, and there you are. This lane now goes 2 different ways. Now you might be sitting, you go, oh my God, have I gone the wrong way? Oh no, don't worry about it. Just continue, stay in your lane. The important thing is don't cross lanes and lines. Check those mirrors, look ahead. Yeah, I got it. Ship and docks, mirrors, signal. I'm helping, there's pedestrians, there's cars behind me. Yeah? We're still following ship and docks, remember? Still following ship and docks, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Now they could do what we did earlier when I brought you over this way before we went onto the camera, yeah? Don't know. To tell you the truth, I really don't know what they're likely to do with you.
Yeah.
Gentle brake and check the mirrors, queuing traffic ahead. Can't see any information for ship and docks. Effectively, nothing said, follow the road ahead.
Okay.
There's nothing telling me that I need to get into different lanes.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't heard any voice, I haven't heard any instruction. Nothing said, straight ahead. Nothing said, follow the road ahead. Normal lane, left-hand driving. All common sense things. I'm just going to secure the vehicle because of the gentleman beside us. All common sense things, yeah?
Yeah.
That we take for granted as experienced drivers, yeah? And we build a gap and off we go. Still no information about ship and docks. Wow. Okay. Gentle braking, the car's in front. Check the mirrors. Yeah. Green is not our friend. Point of no return. Gas, gas, gas. Go, go, go. There we are. Brilliant. Still no information, even with the signs pointing in an alternate direction. Look at all these idiots going way over the speed limit. It's painted on the floor. There's great big signs. It's 30 mile an hour. But one of the things we tend to do is follow the traffic. What we need to do is follow the information.
Yeah.
Now, it's at this point, the sign comes very, very late. So they may now come in with advice and support. Okay? Traffic lights ahead. Due to the weight of traffic, I'd like you to move into the outside lane and we will be turning right at the traffic lights and right at the roundabout. You've got your information. Mirrors, signal, mirrors, move. Bus isn't moving. You're out. Safe gap. 40 mile an hour. And off you go. And then they might ask you a safety question to do something within the car as you're coming up to that sign. Why do they do that? Because what they say is, and when it's safe to do so when it's safe to do it, is open to you. I'm slowing down and checking my mirrors. Yeah?
Yeah.
We know where we go and we're turning right at the lights, mirrors, signal, and there's the sign for docks. Look how late it is. Can you imagine coming down here now in the left-hand lane? And then suddenly you see that sign.
It's late, isn't it?
But what would you do there? What would be the safest thing to do?
Well,
Not what you would do, what's the safest thing to do? You're in the left-hand lane, you've seen the sign late.
yeah,
What's the safest thing to do?
stay in the left hand.
Absolutely, and continue. And find another way to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah? Check the mirrors, off you go. But panic and jump across causes all types of issues and confusion, yeah?
See, I'm more likely to stick in the one that I've got. I'm nervous about jumping into another lane and causing chaos.
Well, that's good, because that's what you should be doing. You need to stay in that lane
Yeah.
and then find a safe place to turn around. Yeah?
Yeah.
But that's all you'd have to say is, oh, I've spotted the sign late. I don't feel it's safe to move across. I'm just going to stay where I am. Can you help me, please, and redirect me? I don't know the area.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to help you. Of course they're going to assist you. Yeah?
Yeah.
You've demonstrated that you're unsure. Yeah?
Yeah.
Turning right and right again. Mirrors, signal. Wave to some of my friends. Check it's safe. Round we go. Mirrors, signal, ease off, let Paul through. Right, mush, carry on. Cancel the signal. Because you don't want to leave the signal on here and confuse people that you're turning into
Yeah.
Mercedes or anywhere else. Can you imagine getting all the way back here, a car pulls up and you get a serious fault for leaving the signal on? Oh my god. Yeah?
Yeah, it'd be devastating.
Wouldn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
20 mile an hour, it was signposted as we came off the road. New road, new signs, new mirrors and all of those type of things, yeah? Okay? And that concludes Swansea PDI test route number 2. And I'd just like you to pull up to the side of the road, please.